What kind of arrogant prick gives himself the nickname Sargon of Akkad, whatever. You know, he wasn't sitting around and his friend said, "Hey, we're going to give you a nickname. We'll call you Sargon of Akkad." No, he gave himself that nickname. So, I've made videos before about how Sargon is always outraged. He's outraged about other people's outraged. He's outraged that Black Lives Matter is outraged. You know, Black Lives Matter is outraged because, well, justifiable reason, because young black men are being killed indiscriminately, like Tamir Rice. He has a victimization complex. He's being victimized by women, minorities, Muslims, him and his people. And he has all sorts of first world problems. He has first world problems that other people have first world problems, well, such as sweat shaming. But that's sweat shaming, that's a whole other topic. And this video encapsulates all that. BuzzFeed, you can shut up and fuck off. White men are the only people on earth it is okay to mistreat. Yeah, sure, Sargon. But I got this quote, luckily, thankfully, from Reddit, the best of outrage culture. And there's some very interesting things here. You'll see the very first comment I have up here. It says it's impressive, in a scary way, how many white guys desperately want to be the victims. Are there any papers on this? Like, is someone researching this? And someone below mentions white fragility. Right? There's a very good link there. I'll put a description to these links. You know, you can pause it too. Look it up yourself. Just go to Reddit and type in Sargon the Third or in the search box on Reddit and find these things. But it goes on. Here's another interesting one here. How it says, "These dudes taught me a valuable lesson, people like Sargon. Those who constantly accuse others of being overly sensitive are more than likely to be the one who is actually oversensitive." Yes, Sargon is very oversensitive. I mean, he's, Shava Swindon. He's from Swindon, and he's outraged about Black Lives Matter. Has he ever even been to the United States? How could he understand racial politics over here? I mean, I looked up Swindon, where he's from, and it's like 95% white people and like 1 or 2% Indians, and the rest are other. So, like, there's not many black people. He hasn't met that many black people. Here in the United States, the median income for white people is $57,000 a year, households. For black people, it's $33,000 a year. 12% of white kids grow up in poverty, and 37% of black kids grow up in poverty. So yeah, I might not, who knows if I have white privilege or not, but the truth of the matter, statistically, number-wise, I am far less likely to run into discrimination in my life if I am white. Just the probability alone is just, number-wise, is just much less. And here's another Reddit site. This is Bad Politics. I'll include a link to this that destroys Sargon right here. How ridiculous he is. It shows how stupid he is when he talks about progressivism, liberalism, fascism, this dumb idea that fascism is a far-left ideology. Like Hitler would, had political correctness. Like, he was very politically correct. Like, Obama is just like Hitler, right? Or, Chomsky is a liberal. Oh my god. Chomsky was a libertarian socialist just like me. But yeah, I also have a video on White, some of the things he does that are good. And, unlike him, I like to see ambiguity and nuance in things. I almost said nonsense. But nuance. Ambiguity. I like to see good and bad in people. Sorry if this video was only bad about him, but there's this cult following of his. He has these little minions, these little shavs who they don't think for themselves. They'll defend him like he's the Pope of MRAs and victimize the white men everywhere. And he's infallible. Nothing he could say is wrong. But after that video he made where he's calling out John Oliver and he absurdly says, John, the majestic Trump name. I called him out on Twitter for it. I eventually deleted the tweet before. I didn't even look too many comments because, they dogpiled on me. I only heard his side of the story, but he said that Jon Stewart or John Oliver said his name was the Majestic, and it's like, dude, you didn't say that in the video. So how did I know that? I saw that episode, but like, I don't know. It's crazy. And he also said in that video, watch my other video, he also said that Bush wasn't full of shit, that Bush never lied, but Obama lies all the time. That Bush never lied about the war in Iraq. He didn't get your country and mine to spend trillions of dollars on a war that didn't need to be fought. So yeah, comment on this video, vote on it, even vote down, and subscribe. Thank you. Watch one of my more positive videos too.